how is everyone doing? This is my first live video on YouTube, so I hope that you enjoy it. Today I went grocery shopping and some of the stuff are from Amazon, some of these are from a local grocery store. The name is PCC, Local Markets. If you live here locally in Washington, there are multiple PCCs around, and some of the stuff is from Costco. And you know, 80% of my grocery shopping is actually produced, like vegetables and fruits, and this is really not what I wanted to share with you today. Because we all know, how to get produced. What I wanted to share today is, the unique products that I find here and there that allow me to maybe eat healthy easier, like, snacks or gluten-free options or dairy-free options. So this is what I'm going to be sharing today. I'm going to be going over some of the main things that I like to get that just make my life a bit easier, especially on a dairy-free and gluten-free diet. So one of the things that my daughters have been loving lately is this cheese. The brand is Kite Hill. And the ingredients, because I never buy anything without looking at the ingredients are almond milk, salt, enzymes, xanthan gum, guar gum, lactic acid, and culture. So of course, if I would choose, I would choose something that doesn't even have gums. But on the same side, if you compare this to most of the other dairy-free cheeses out there, this has very, very few ingredients and most of them are clean. So for the purpose of having something easy and convenient for my daughters who do not have regular cheese, this is a really good option for me. I would use it, for a sandwich at school, or, for something quick where they want to spread some cream cheese on top. So this has been one of my favorites. And they have another option that has, I think, chives and dill in it and garlic, which I'm in love with. My daughters are not so in love with. So depending on, your taste. This is another brand of gluten-free pasta that I have been getting a lot of lately. It tastes really good, which really allows me to cook only one type of pasta for the whole family, opposed to some other gluten-free pastas out there, which like no one in the family wants to eat, so I have to cook two options. This one actually holds itself really well and it tastes pretty good, and I love the ingredients. So it's made of brown rice, quinoa, amaranth, and corn. So it's all organic and non-GMO, so you don't have to worry about the corn being genetically modified and all that stuff. And it's one of our favorite pastas that we really enjoy as a family. This drink has been a big one here at home. This is a fermented drink, which means it's full of probiotics that really help replenish your gut bacteria. This is really good for anyone who loves fizzy and cold drinks and do not want to drink the regular, Cokes and things like that. So this has a fizzy feeling to it, but it comes from fermenting. It doesn't come from carbonating. It doesn't have any added sugars, and actually I love the ingredients. It has sparkling water, apple cider vinegar, water kefir culture. This is where the probiotics come from. Apple juice, elderberry extract, which is great for your immune system, goji berry extract, which is again super high in antioxidants, and then a lot of probiotics. And it's sweetened with stevia, so you don't have to worry about, added sugars and things like that. This tastes amazing. It really helps with digestion. It really helps, in the summer when it's really hot and you want something fizzy and cold. And so this has been one of my favorite drinks to have at home. Now, there's bad mustard and there's good mustard. Mustard is not created equally, but mustard is a seed. It's a healthy thing. So it's really just about how it's prepared and what's in it. And so this is an organic stone ground mustard. The brand is Organicville, and the ingredients are basically water, organic mustard seeds, organic vinegar, salt, and organic spices. That's it. I always check the ingredients because whatever it is you're getting, a lot of times there are additives and sugars and things that you really don't want in it. I love using this in my salad dressings. So usually if I want to add a pinch up to my salad dressings, I would just put a teaspoon of this ground mustard, and it just makes the dressing, much more unique, and it makes it taste different. So I really love having this in my fridge. This guy here is a new thing that I just ordered off Amazon, and I'm going to share the link for it after we finish. This is monk fruit extract, and it doesn't say that it has alcohol in the ingredients. So the ingredients are basically monk fruit extract. And why this is super special is that it has no glycemic index, meaning it does not raise your blood sugar, not even a tiny bit. So if you have yeast infections and you're trying to avoid sugar, or if you're even just trying to lose weight, and so you're trying to get rid of even the healthy sugars like the maple syrup and honey, this is a really good option. I also like that it doesn't have a strong aftertaste like the stevia. It actually tastes very neutral, but at the same time it has no calories, and it's, you know, it has zero glycemic index. It's made of a natural fruit called monk fruit, so it's not like an artificial sweetener. And so I'm really fond of this guy, and I just got it. I'm planning to try it in a couple of things this week, but I'm really excited to try it. And again, this is the one I get. One thing to look out for: when I was looking into which brand to get, there were so many brands out there that had monk fruit in them but had a lot of other ingredients too. So one of the main ones that came to me on Amazon had like alcohol sugars as the first ingredients, and that had some monk fruit as the second ingredient. This is not really what you're looking for. You're looking for pure monk fruit extract. Now, another thing that I found today at Costco, and I really think it's a good option for like my husband to take at work, or like for a day that I didn't have time to prepare snacks. I'm not a big fan of bars, even if they're natural like this one. They're only using wild honey, just because I think that a lot of times they put a lot of honey, more than what I really need. And I'm not a big fan of, you know, feeding myself off sugar, even if it's natural sugar. Yet sometimes you do need something that's convenient and easy, and sometimes maybe you're not worried about weight loss. Maybe it's for your kids or something, and you're not really worried about having a little bit of honey. So I found that the ingredients on this one were really, really clean. So it had organic pumpkin seeds, organic wildflower honey, organic milled quinoa, organic coconut oil, and sea salt. You know, doesn't get better than this. And it's ready, because really, you know, I'm a big fan of doing everything at home, but sometimes you really want some convenience. And, you know, once you start learning to read the ingredients, you can learn to pick those things that are really healthy and easy and convenient. They also have another one in here that has chocolate. The ingredients are also completely clean. Pumpkin seeds, wildflower honey, organic cocoa powder, organic milled quinoa, cocoa extract, organic vanilla extract, organic coconut oil, and sea salt. And so I think that this is gonna be a hit, but I did not try it yet. Now, in my home, we are not completely dairy free, but we don't do cow's milk because it upsets our stomachs and it causes a lot of inflammation and gas for most of my family, but we do fine with goat's milk. And so I try and find goat's milk that's grass-fed, that's local. If I get goat's cheese, I try to get one that's made from raw milk. And so this one is from PCC Markets, which is again a local market here in Washington. So if you're in another state, you're not gonna find this, but maybe you're gonna find something similar. And this is basically cheese that has been cultured for a long time, and it's made of raw grass-fed goat milk. And I feel good to feed my kids this. I also got this tea to try. I don't do a lot of caffeine. Caffeine for me is just an occasional thing when, you know, I'm really, really tired, I didn't sleep at night. On a regular basis, I don't do caffeine, and so I'm excited about trying this. It's a raspberry leaf tea, and I think it's gonna taste delicious, and I'm gonna have something warm when I want to. This guy here is a sugar-free barbecue sauce that I ordered off Amazon. Now, there are some ingredients in there that I don't like, but most of the barbecue sauces have so many ingredients that I don't like. So this one at least doesn't have the sugar. It does have caramel colors, which I'm really not happy with, honestly. So I'm gonna keep looking for one that doesn't have that. But other than that, the ingredients seem clean, and I don't use that often anyway. It's kind of, you know, a luxury thing when we're doing like a burger every here and there. Now, this guy here is nutritional yeast, and I ordered this again off Amazon, and I'll be putting the links for most of these products in the comments below. I find that actually the prices on Amazon are very good, and sometimes even cheaper than the grocery stores for the majority of these things. Nutritional yeast is a vegan deactivated yeast that has a taste that's very, very similar to cheese. So the reason I get it is whenever I want to add a cheesy taste to something, like I'm making pasta or I'm making, I don't know, anything that I want to make cheesy, like making a white sauce and I want to add some cheesy taste to it. I'm making like homemade crackers and I want to make it cheesy. I'm making eggs in the morning. I just sprinkle some of the nutritional yeast on it. and it gives it that cheese taste without adding dairy. It's also super high in B vitamins, so it's highly recommended for people who are on a on a vegan diet and they're worried about their intake of B vitamins. This is a good source of B vitamins. And so again, this is called nutritional yeast, and I'm in love with this brand actually, Anthony's. Most of their stuff is organic, non-GMO, and I really love their products. Now, this has been a big thing in our house for multiple years. This is raw organic coconut water. Now, for your information, most of the coconut water that is sold in grocery stores has been heated and processed, and so it lost a lot of its value. Coconut water is a super healthy food. It has a perfect balance of minerals that is super hydrating after like exercising or just being in the heat or just wanted something to hydrate you in a natural way. Coconut water has that perfect balance. It's full of minerals and it's super healthy. Yet when you take it and heat it and process it, you lose a lot of that value. And so I'm in love with this one because it's completely raw and it tastes amazing. The other only option that would be better than this is getting the coconut itself and just opening it and drinking from it, which we actually do a lot of times at home. But you know what? Not every day is a good day for opening a coconut. So sometimes this is super convenient if you exercise, if it's hot where you live, or if you just want something sweet to drink that you can feel good about. This is a perfect option. Another thing that I decided to try today, which again was not perfect, but as I told you, there's the bad, the good, and there's the in-between. I decided to give this a try. These are Alaskan wild salmon burgers, which I think are going to be very convenient for those days when you don't want to cook or you didn't have enough time to cook, because sometimes we try to make everything perfect and it doesn't work. My theory is, let's find that in between. Like maybe it has one or two ingredients that I don't like, but it might save me from ordering a pizza that day. And so basically the ingredients were salmon, vegetable oil, which they said soybean or canola, which I absolutely hate both of them, but as I said, somewhere in between. And then a lot of spices, like garlic and things like that. There's beet juice for color, rosemary extract. There is color. There's something called annatto color, which I'm gonna have to read about and figure out what that is. There's juice. And so, I wouldn't say it's something that I would like to have from every single day instead of cooking, but it's something to just keep and use when you have those really busy days where you don't have time to do anything. Last thing I wanted to share with you are these crackers. My kids are in love with those, and they are at least much better than a lot of other options out there. My kids just, they adore crackers, and I can't really get rid of them. I still feel like it's not the best thing to be snacking on, but at least it's cleaner ingredients. For one thing, it's organic and it's not GMO. The first ingredient is corn, and so when you're giving this to your kids, I want you to think that the first ingredient is corn. So it has a lot of starch in it. Even if it does have, chia, quinoa, millet, amaranth, and flax, those are not the main ingredients. The main ingredient is corn, and then you have oil, organic pressed sunflower oil, so it does have a good amount of oil. And then you have brown rice, and then chia seeds, and then flax, millet, quinoa, amaranth. And so, how I feel about this is, if you ask me if this is super healthy food, I would say no. If you ask me if it's better than goldfish, I would say yes. And since our kids are watching, other kids at school eat goldfish and Ritz and other like really super non-healthy crackers all day long, sometimes something in between really makes a difference for them. And so again, I have a lot of other like meats and fresh produce and things like that, but I wanted to share the things that are special or unique. And if you enjoyed this video and if you liked it and you'd like me to do more of these, let me know in the comments below. I would like to know if this was helpful and if you would like to see more of my grocery lists. As for now, I'll let you go, and I'll go and upload those to my fridge, and I'll see you another time.